You guys, obviously, you got Dustin May going, third time out. His first 11 innings, 0 extra base hits. Did he exceed your expectations those first couple of starts?
I wouldn't say exceeded. I think it was right on par with what we had hoped for. I think the biggest hope was him to get out of it feeling healthy and strong, being able to make the next start. So we accomplished that. I know tonight he's looking forward to this start. And, for us and now to kind of check a couple boxes as far as his recovery, lengthening him out a little bit to be able to go, 6 innings. If he's throwing the baseball well, we feel good about that.
And back-to-back potential playoff teams, these couple of series. What's the mindset? You lose 2 or 3, but what's the mindset coming into this one and a rival, even though you've been beating them pretty badly over the time?
I think it's like any series that we approach. We didn't win a series in New York, but we got a good team that we got to play well against to beat. And I know that Darvish has had a lot of success against us, and I know, again, Dustin's excited about the start. I just want us to play good baseball. I just felt that yesterday we didn't play well, specifically defensively, and if we play a clean game, I like our chances.
And with Blake coming back, what's kind of the mindset, or how are you guys going to utilize him as we head down the stretch?
It's good to have him back, first and foremost. And as far as usage, he's going to be in leverage, whatever that means. But I think as far as clarity, what I told him is that he's going to come in a clean inning. And so I don't see him right now coming into an inning, and I don't see him doing an up down.
When you talk about clarity, how much clarity are you going to get to see how your bullpen is constructed for October, predicated on how he looks?
He's a big part of it. Expectation is that if he's healthy, he's going to be productive, be good, be able to get big outs for us. But right now, having Gradwell on the IL changes kind of the dynamic a little bit. But having Phillips and Chris Martin and Fergie and Vesia throw the baseball the way they have certainly adds to the options. But just kind of the next few weeks, seeing how Blake's throwing the baseball is going to help that dynamic.
Do you see him in the 9th inning at some point to see how that looks?
I think that's a possibility for him to finish games. I trust him, but it's not about a debate right now as far as who's the closer.
Was it your understanding, Dave, that his velo was down a little in Oklahoma City?
It was down a tick or two, yeah. I don't know if that was adrenaline related. In talking to Blake, the training staff, he feels strong, he feels great. I guess my hope is that he pitches tonight, and we'll know more.
Is it almost like a one step forward, one step back sort of thing where you gain a pitcher, you lose a pitcher?
That's kind of how it's played out. That was not our hope, but if you look at specifically, the entire pitching staff, starters, relievers, that's the way it's been. But fortunately, we have enough depth to cover it. But we're still hoping to get all these guys back.
So going into this final month, I mean, what are you looking for? I mean, are you just trying to figure out who's healthy, or are you looking at guys in particular spots, or what's the mindset?
I think health is probably the most important. Knowing who we have available, so trying to get guys back to health, and then I think as far as the roles, that's kind of secondary. We just want these guys to be healthy, and if they are, then I feel like we can put those guys in various spots to prevent runs.
Did Tony have his MRI today?
He did have it. He's going to start. It was. I don't know the specifics. I do know that it was as good as we could have hoped, and so he's going to resume playing catch today.
So that means maybe when your original thought of missing 2 to 3 starts, do you feel more encouraged now again?
More encouraged by that. So there was nothing that showed up that would take us away from that optimism.
Gradwell's MRI?
He's in the tube right now, so we don't know about Gradwell.
And how's Gavin?
Gavin, he was in there today, and then I don't know if it was a plane flight or what it was, but as he started to get loose, the neck started to act up again, get cranky, and it was enough that he couldn't post today. So obviously he's disappointed, but so we'll give him today, tomorrow, and we'll see where we're at on Sunday.
Trey said you talked to him yesterday about not starting today. First time he hasn't started a game for you. What did you see that made you believe today would be a good day?
I just felt that this past road trip, there were a couple extra inning games. There was a late get into New York. There was a late get in last night, this morning, and you still got a lot of games before we get to the off day. The plan for him and for us was him to not play 162 anyway. So before he gets to be red line, let's just take a day, reset, enjoy watching a baseball game, and go from there. And he calls it a benching. It's certainly not a benching. I just felt that it was best for him and for all of us.
So it has nothing to do with maybe him kind of in those rare downturns of the season. Is that just part of it?
It's part of it. I mean, truth be told, I would have given him a day off a month ago. But I know he was really kind of bullish on being out there every night, and I just felt that with what we have looking out, and what we went through just recently, just made the most sense.
What's your agreement with Freddie? Is it still until you clinch?
I'm still slow dripping Freddie, so it's looking more like that.
Okay.
Dave, how comfortable are you letting Dustin go tonight? Is he ready to, max out?
Yeah. I think with Dustin, I don't see, depending on how he's throwing the baseball, I don't see how he can't go 90 to 100 pitches, and he's on an extra day now. He'll be on an extra day his next turn, so I feel good about it.
Have you
Hey, are
guys?
you still going to go to 6-man rotation down the stretch?
Yeah, that was the plan. Before Tony went on the IL, so there's still a chance that we might insert, someone internally into a spot to keep that 6-man. We haven't decided yet, but we're still talking about it.
Have you guys told the players how to handle this heat? Anything you expect to do different from the trainers, maybe?
Well, one thing I will say is we're not going to hit on the field tomorrow or Sunday to kind of keep guys off their feet, to keep them, cool. So today, just getting our bodies moving again, I thought that was kind of the thought behind getting out here today. But the next couple of days, we'll hit inside.
With a pretty sizable lead in the NL West, how are you kind of going to use that to kind of experiment with the pitchers or anything over the next 30 games or so?
I think for us, it's more of managing the workload is number one, because we have a sizable lead in the division, that not trying to go tooth and nail to win every single matchup or every game is worth exposing a reliever. But also the focus of the guys that you're running out there, you still believe in, and you're still trying to get outs, and you're still trying to win games. So I think that's something that hasn't changed with our mindset as far as winning every game. And, that's the threading of the needle part, but I'm not going to compromise kind of health for the guys.
When you have a lead like this, we talked about Trey taking tonight off. Does that allow you to kind of plot when to give guys a day?
It does. It does. I think keeping guys sharp. They all want to be in there. They all feel like they can handle it. But keeping them strong and healthy throughout October is the tricky part. And every player, position versus pitcher is different. But I do think that where we're at allows us to maximize our roster. Like tonight, giving Hans an opportunity to play, I think is beneficial for him. And, we're going to get Miguel Vargas into playing left field tomorrow, which gives him an opportunity. So having that helps the whole sum.
How does it feel to have minimal roster expansion this year as opposed to what you've had in the past?
I'm split, like with all things. I think on one side of it, I like how it's more focused. There's less variables or players. It's not using 10 pitchers in a night to get through a game to win every matchup. But on the other hand, I remember being a September call-up. And so as a AAA, as a minor league player, getting that opportunity to get called up and get a little major league service and get a bump up in pay, I think that's great. So now we just have the two. So I get both sides.
Coach, is there anything unique that San Diego brings to your rivalry?
Unique? No, nothing unique. Geography certainly lends itself to that. They're a very talented team. They have the same goals that we have. So, yeah, a lot of respect for those guys.
How many positions can Miguel play besides first, third, and left?
First, third, left, and second base. Yeah, very, very versatile.
I think Jay should ask the question.
Hi, Jay. Hey, Jay, good to see you again. Do you have a question for me?
Ryu Whisper.
Yeah, the Ryu Whisperer, man. We missed you.
Yeah, we do. Hey,
Jay.
is Kimbrel okay?
Yeah, Craig's okay. He's just, he's fine. Today will be a day, he hasn't pitched 3 days in a row. Today will be a day that I'd love to get him in there. Thanks, guys.